Hello, fairy friends. This is the 1973 Horsman doll that I got a couple weeks ago, along with a Vogue baby deer one. I decided to tackle her first, and I'm just getting her hair wet. It's a little bit crunchy and dirty, so I'm going to let the shampoo sit in it for a while. I'm using a magic eraser, a pet brush, and a fingernail brush, and this Suave 2-in-1 shampoo. I also use the Equate brand baby detangler spray, which I don't show here. But after I wash it, I do put in that detangler spray, and that always soothes it out and kind of gives it a sheen again. So anyway, the first thing I like to do is get that shampoo all the way down to the roots. And I do that with the little pet brush, and you'll have to decide for yourself if the hair is brittle by looking at the brush to see and make sure nothing is coming out. So nothing's really coming out here, so I'm going to let that sit in there for a little bit, and I'm going to take the magic eraser, and you only need a little bit of water in it for it to work, and I'm really going to go at it. Now, the face and the arms are the vinyl, whereas the body and the legs are of a different type of a plastic. So it might take a little bit of a different strategy when a doll is made of two different materials. But this fingernail brush gets really in there, inside the little dimples, and then in the little lips and everything. It can get into the ears, and those places where the doll has sat can collect up a surprising amount of dirt. Now I'm moving on to her arms, and they're pretty grubby too. This had a rubber band on it, on its wrist, that actually discolored it, and the rubber band actually broke away. That was in the video, but it discolored that. But other than that, there was no additional weirdness. Sometimes there's different pen or ink stains. This didn't have any of this, so I'm taking the magic eraser again, and I'm gonna tackle those arms, and you'd be just so surprised. And I get the generic miracle eraser instead of the magic eraser, because you can get a big box of those, and I break them in half and use them that way. So, or I should say I rip them in half. So I'm going to get her all tidied up here. She didn't have a lot of dirt, surprisingly, on her body and her legs, at least nothing problematic. So after I dry her off, I'm going to comb down her hair with that pet brush and use the Equate detangler spray. And here she is, all dried, and her hair has a really good sheen to it. And I did trim a little bit of the little frizzies, but not by much. Here she is the day she came, pretty grubby. Doesn't look like much, does she? And now look at her. She just has, her cheeks just look extra rosy. I didn't do a thing to them. I didn't have to do anything as far as her coloring or her lips. Her dress is what drew me to her, and the Vogue Baby Deer one, because they both had this matching, they had matching dresses, which were the Betsy Clark design on the front. It always feels good every once in a while to do an easier doll. So if you're out there and you're trying to fix up and restore some dolls, take time and pick up one of the easier projects, even if it just means changing the outfit or brushing the hair out. It really gives you a sense of accomplishment, honestly. And she looks like $1,000,000 compared to how she did. And honestly, all it was just some regular old elbow grease and some soap. Thank you guys for spending some time with me, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye-bye.